Hi again, YouTube. I know it's traditional to have a before and after shot when you're doing a diet review. So here I am before I started my Medifast program, and here I am after doing my Medifast program. Pretty big difference, don't you think? Oh, I'm just kidding. Never mind. Here's the real review.
Hi YouTube. Today I'd like to do something that's probably a little bit out of character for this channel. I tend to focus more on wilderness skills and family things, but I thought this is a pretty important topic, so I wanted to spend a little bit of time on it. About a month, maybe a little bit over a month ago, I was getting ready for my son's wedding, which was going to be happening in, at that point, 3 weeks, and went in to get fitted for my tux. And they took my measurements. They said, hey, 39.5-inch waist, you're wearing a 50 suit coat, and you got a 46-inch chest, and I was horrified. I'm not supposed to be that big. Over the course of the years, I typically weighed around 200 to 210 to 215 depending, but never really had an issue beyond that. All of a sudden, I realized that I was tipping the scales at about 233, 235 depending on when I weighed in, and that's just plain not acceptable for me. I decided at that point that I was going to do something about it. So I've tried a whole bunch of different ways to maintain my weight and to lose my weight. I've tried the Weight Watchers thing. I tried some of the other things that are out there. But I'm not a real disciplined guy. You guys can see in my videos I enjoy having fun, love to eat, don't have a lot of time, I'm real busy, and I'll be darned if I'm going to count my exchanges and count my calories and worry about this and worry about that. So a lot of the other plans that are out there just plain were not going to work for me. Well, I was listening to a radio station one morning and I kept hearing this ad for something called Medifast. And I tend to be very skeptical because I don't believe that there's anything is free. And so I did a lot of research. I looked around the internet and I didn't really find a whole lot of bad stuff about it. I found a lot of people that said that it worked. The food wasn't the best, but it did work for them. And when I looked at it, essentially the idea behind Medifast is you eat 5 of their meals a day, and then you eat one what they call a lean and green meal, which is a couple of cups of vegetable or salad, along with 7 or 8 ounces of a lean protein, chicken or some kind of, or venison or some kind of a lean protein, and that's it. But the trick is, what you do is you're eating 6 times a day. So for me, I'll eat usually at about 6:30 in the morning, I'll eat about 9, I'll eat at noon, I'll eat at 3, I'll eat at 6, and then I'll have a snack around 9 o'clock. And by doing that, what you do is, even though you're not getting a lot of calories on this diet, and I've read a lot of things about low-calorie diets, this is, depending on how you do it, between 800 and 1,000 calories a day, which is not much, and that did concern me at first. But by eating the 6 different meals a day, you just kind of keep chugging along, and it seems to keep my metabolism going. My energy has been great. When I went in to recheck my tux, because after 3 weeks on this program, I'd already lost 24 pounds. I went in and I rechecked, and all of a sudden I went from a 50 suit coat down to a 46 suit coat. I went from a 39.5-inch waist to a 36-inch waist. I lost 2 inches in my chest. I lost another 2 inches in my hips. Holy cow. In 3 weeks, that was unbelievable to me. And as I said earlier, to me, what's really important is it's got to be simple to do. I got to be able to take the things with me, take the snacks with me, have some things that I can cook, but it's got to be really easy. And the decisions that you make on this plan, once you order your food, your decisions are basically done. And they've got a lot of different kinds of food. The food, it's not bad. It's not great, but you know what? I had a lot of really great food, and I put on, 30 to 40 pounds. That's not where I want to be. I'll be damned if I'm going to be the fat dad. It's just not going to be. I'm 47 years old, and I want to be happy, I want to be healthy, I want to be comfortable, and I was not. So let me show you a couple of the things that I've gotten from Medifast. as far as eating and give you a couple of quick tips when I did my first order. I'll probably do a few more videos if people like this one, but overall I really wanted to take some time and show you this program because for me it worked and it's working. I've got about another 10 pounds that I still need to lose, but it works because it's simple and it's straightforward. I don't have to make any decisions. I'm either doing it or I'm not doing it. There's really no in between for me. And I've been doing it and it really works. And also, I'm not real hungry. It took a couple of days for my body to adjust to the lower calorie intake. But once I did that, I don't really get all that hungry. And so the temptations aren't quite so bad. Also, they do give you some things that if you really are losing it, you can always have an extra meal. Because each one of their meals is maybe 90 or 100, between 90 and 110 calories. If you have an extra one while you're adjusting, it's not going to be the end of the world. If you have, 7 or 8 nuts, I love almonds, and so sometimes if I need something, I'll grab, a small handful of almonds, or sugar-free popsicles, or things like that, or sugar-free Jell-O. That all helps keep me on the plan. It helps keep me honest. But what I want to do is I want to show you some of the items that I've gotten and that I've used, and we'll go from there. I like the bars. The bars are pretty decent. They're between 90 and 110 calories. I've got the Caramel Crunch bars, which are pretty good. I've got the Fruit and Nut Crunch bars, which are also pretty decent. I have a lot of bars because I like them and they're portable. You're not supposed to have more than one a day. Here, the Oatmeal Crunch, again, pretty decent. These s'mores, awesome. These are the best. I really like these. You're not supposed to have more than one bar a day, but for a portable, easy snack, it's a good way to go. So that shows you all my bars. Also, each box that they have has 7 servings in it. So one box is gonna be 1 meal for the week. So to get through a week, you basically need 5 boxes of food. These are a new product they've got. These are the barbecue bites. These are, again, around 100 calories. And I find they're really satisfying because there's a lot in this bag. There's not a lot of weight to them, but when you eat it, you're eating a lot. Not a lot, but you're eating for an extended period of time, and it tends to be a little bit more satisfying. So these barbecue bites are good if you like barbecue stuff. Honey mustard pretzels. This is another one of the snacks. And a snack is a meal, so I have a box of these. I do their shakes. I personally like the Dutch chocolate shakes. I had the strawberry shakes. No, not so much. It's got a really horrible pink color. It looks kind of like Pepto-Bismol. Some people like them. Not so much. So when I reordered, I didn't order any of those, but I ordered a couple of boxes of these. And you need a shaker mixer, because otherwise it doesn't mix right. And if you do the Advantage thing, Medifast Advantage, you get a shaker with it, so I would definitely recommend the shaker. This and a couple of things of water in my cooler when I go to work. This gives me my meal. So, as far as meals that you're gonna cook, they got a beef vegetable stew, which is pretty good. Their food doesn't have a lot of seasoning to it. It's kind of bland, but hot sauce is your friend. I have about 4 or 5 different kinds of hot sauce, and I add hot sauce to pretty much everything, and it really does kind of kick things up a little bit and make some of the stuff that's very bland much more edible. The vegetarian sloppy joes, good stuff. I eat this on a regular basis. It's very satisfying. You end up with a pretty decent product. Again, you got to kick it up a bit, but with some hot sauce, I like this stuff. The chili, homestyle chili, let it rehydrate. Put the water into it, let it sit for 15 minutes, and then microwave it, because if you don't, it's really chewy. Overall, it's not bad. Kick it up with hot sauce. The soups, I got the cream of chicken, and I got the tomato sauce and the tomato soup. They're okay. To me, the soups aren't as satisfying, but they're not bad. It's something else that you can eat. For breakfast, which is one of my favorite meals of the day, I get the oatmeal. The oatmeal's pretty good. I kick it up with usually a teaspoon of Splenda or some kind of a sweetener, because they're not very sweet. But to me, that brings out the flavor in it. And also what it does is it gives you never mind. What it does is it sweetens it up a little bit, makes it taste better, but also play with the amount of water you put in this, because if you put way too much water, it's really horrible, kind of gruel-like tasting stuff. If you don't put enough in, it's crunchy, so you have to play with it a little bit. I've seen a lot of people complain about the eggs. The eggs are one of my all-time favorite meals from Medifast. I add the water to it, put it into a bowl, cook it in a frying pan, and these are really good. Yes, I use ketchup on it, and I do use slightly more than they recommend. I use a little more than a tablespoon of ketchup, but very, very good stuff. And now, my all-time favorite item that they make, I would eat this even if I wasn't on the diet, soft baked cookies. They got cookies, and they've got brownies. And these, for my nighttime snack, are awesome. What you do is you mix them into a little bowl, you put them in the microwave, and you get out a chocolate chip cookie or a brownie. And man, these things rock. I will probably continue to buy some of these for when I get the munchies at night. These are awesome. Can't have too many of these. And that's pretty much it. When I ordered from Medifast, I did do the Medifast Advantage plan. And it's a good way to go. You end up getting something like 56 free meals. It's essentially a reorder program, and it's really not bad. What I did was I took 23 free meals up front, and then I got the balance on my second order. After the second order, because I really didn't need to do more than 2 months of it, I just canceled it. No blood, no foul, and they were pretty happy, and I was very happy with it. I got what I wanted. Don't let them pick the items for you. You pick the items that you think that you might like, and then you can adjust it for the second order whenever you want. But it's a good program. It gives you essentially a free week of food. So I ordered 3 weeks of food. I got 4 weeks of food. The program is running me about $250 to $300 a month. But remember, that's all of my food except for the lean and green meal that I have once a day that my wife makes for me. But the only regret that I've got about Medifast is that I didn't start doing this last winter, because it's a great program. I feel so much better. Right now I'm down about 28 pounds in a little over a month, and I've got about another 10 to 15 pounds before I'm really going to be where I want to be. But do it. It's been a great program. I feel better. I think my wife is happier. I know for a fact that I look better. I'm running out of notches on my belt. I've seen results really fast, and it is stupid easy. Guys, I see a lot of women doing these reviews, but not a lot of guys. This is stupid easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. My life is crazy busy. I got a full-time job. I'm a firefighter EMT paid on call. I'm a scoutmaster. I've got all kinds of hobbies and things that I do. This program, I stayed on it on one of my scout backpacking trips, as well as on one of my, as well as for my son's wedding and the reception dinner and Mother's Day. You can do it. It's just a good program. So I know this video is a little bit longer than most of the ones I make, and I'll probably do another one down the road to show you guys how to make some of the foods. It's not hard. Hell, if I can do it, anyone can do it. But that's what I had for today. As always, I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And aside from that, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be safe. And hey, take your kids camping. Have a wonderful day, everyone.